So I've seen a couple cases now where people are complaining about the MTW not shooting consistent. In this case, you can actually hear an audible difference in the noise it makes when you're dry firing as well, just like you're constantly changing the dwell. So what I found is that these two little springs in here, they were just not making proper contact. I've cleaned everything out before and it didn't help. So what I did is just put two little pieces of heat shrink here. I'll disassemble this further to show you a bit better what I mean by this. Okay, so I went ahead and further disassembled the MTW until I only had the trigger contacts left. The next thing to do is this little screw on the back of your trigger board. Focus please. This little screw, you need to undo it. Be careful not to lose it because it is fairly small. Also be careful not to lose the springs because they might start falling out. So what happened for me is we have these two contact rows where you have the spring contact against the board and which is just not pulling or pushing it hard enough. So it causes bad contact, causing the voltage to vary, and you basically have a gun that constantly sounds like you're adjusting the dwell while you are not. So yeah, just put a tiny little piece of heat shrink. That's what I did in my case. Come on. So yeah, I have this tiny little piece of heat shrink. I cut it in half. Make sure it's not too thick because you don't want to really press it into the board. Just a little bit more than it originally does. So I shoved it into this little contact point and place the spring back. Make sure you have the spring side open so you still make contact, which should make sense, but just in case. Reassemble. Be careful not to screw the screw back in too hard because that might cause issues as well. So yeah, I hope this helps. If it doesn't, you might need to contact Wolverine Airsoft to see if they have any further solutions, but this is what I found works for most people with this issue. So give it a try. Thank you guys. See you next time.